be if this skin didn't hold me so deceptively? Why can't I be free? How can I be free in this body?
Suhail, let's go to the bathroom. Let me help.
Get her out of here!
Shut up, Marcus! Shut up!
Tal and Suhair exit. Tal with his arm around Suhair. Diaspora picks up Tal's backpack and exits. Marcus returns to bed and resumes reading. After a few beats, he puts down the book, removes his glasses, and sleeps.
Shut up! Shut up!
Marcus sits up startled. He puts on his glasses, exits. Marcus enters a few beats later with Tal and a pillow in his hand.
Come to bed now.
What? Where's Suhail? Is there blood on the floor?
Look, what on earth? Suhair's in bed, I expect. It's the middle of the night. You were muttering on the sofa.
But Suhail, she was here. She tried to bury her mother, and then she arrived covered in blood.
You don't look right, Tom. Tomorrow we should go to the carnival. Or charnel ground. Come to bed now.
Tal approaches the bed, but at the last moment runs out the door. It slams. Scene 8. Marcus becomes the carnival caller and is making to the animals. The song Animal Fair plays on the toy piano.
Step right up, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. This is the greatest show on earth. Step right up into your lives. The greatest show around, the only show in town. Step right up into your body. The only thing alive, nothing, it strives. It knows everything else is a performance you've made 1,000,000 times. Perform the lies. Step right into the reality machine. Watch it clean, watch it churn. Step right up into the reality machine. Careful you don't burn. It gets you from the inside out. Grills you like a microwave. Truth's a game, so what's your name? Name or phone? Friend or foe? Us or them? Or who, what?
What?
Oh, what's it, eh?
Is this a carnival or a charnel ground?
Yes. See?
I don't see.
I spy with my little white eye. The eyes of history. Geographies of identity.
I see flesh on the ground?
Yes. Facts on the ground.
No.
See?
No. I smell flesh.
Yes. The carnival's at my charnel ground show.
He lets go of the balloon he was holding and zips away and hastily puts on a white coat. A loud racket as the carnival ride returns and carnival goers disembark. Diaspora wanders around the stage.
There she blows. Exit to the left. We must expropriate them gently. On board up front, we took an idea, we made it real in a place called
What? Where?
Step right up into the reality machine. Watch it gleam, hear it churn. Step right into the reality machine. Careful, don't burn. It gets you from the inside out. Gush like a fish.
I can't bear the stench.
To let the reality train spirit you away.
Where will it take me?
We had an idea. We made it real. Cohesion in space. To make a place, you make a race. To make one, you gotta make two. Then round the people up, round them up, put a border around them. A land for a people without a land. Huzzah!
What happens to the others?
I don't know what you're saying. I never know what you're saying. Why speak?
The others? Expropriate them gently. I hear cries. I smell flesh. That woman.
Huh? What woman?
She's right there.
I don't see nothing. What? What a muff. Oh. You're one of them. One of those. The reality train returns. Watch your gleam. All aboard. Come on, kiddo. You want to ride? Where's your ticket?
Suhair, the young girl, and
All aboard, little lassie. Hurry up now, it's time. Tickets, tickets.
I need to return home on time.
You will, little lassie.
Carnival Collar creates and hands to Hare as a young girl a balloon in the shape of an elephant. A balloon elephant. Jasper kneels next to her, takes the balloon elephant, whispers to it, and to Hare as a young girl, places it back in the bucket, and takes a seat in the reality train.
Hey, you. Watch it. Best be getting on, moving along. Nothing to see here. Where's your ticket? In your pocket. Your pocket's in your pants? Can't let you pass till I know what you got in your pants. That's the ticket.
Tall searches his pockets. They are all empty.
All right, just get on. Get on so I can get you out of my sight.
Tall boards the ride, still sniffing the air, grimacing at the smell. He sits across from Suhair as a young girl. Suhair as a young girl whispers to a balloon elephant. Tall and Suhair as a young girl sway.
Where are we going?
Nowhere. Fast. Main thing, keep the show on the road.
Carnival Collar and Diaspora enter.
Hello. Do I know you? Is this an amusement ride or a train? Do you know where it's taking us? Where?
I know what?
Okay. Yes. No. Where are we going? We have to stop this thing. There must be an emergency brake somewhere.
Tall begins to pace frantically, looking for a break, and he and Suhair as a young girl both sway as if on a train in motion.
Someone! Anyone! Stop this thing!
I need to return home on time. Will you refuse? You
Tall attempts to make it back to Suhair as a young girl, but the ride begins to shake and makes a terrible racket. They both begin to have difficulty breathing.
Is this an amusement ride or a train? How do we stop this thing? We must... Can you breathe, little girl? Wait, I'm coming.
When we arrive, there's no here.
Tall, still coughing and staggering, tries to reach out to Suhair as a young girl, but cannot because the shaking of the voice intensifies. Tall collapses to the floor. Suhair as a young girl trembles in her seat. The bucket falls. A balloon elephant remains in her lap. The doctor was the carnival collar, and the orderly entered. The orderly pushes out a metal exam table and hoists the towel onto it, and then exits, dragging Suhair as a young girl off the stage with her bucket and the balloon elephant. Scene 9. The doctor places Towel's body on the table with a difficulty.
What are you doing here, doctor?
You may call me Dr. Heinrich. I am mendicating and vaccinating and pontificating. Do I dream? Do I have dreams? Dream, I do. Do I have aspirations? A rich inner world? No. I certainly have riches. On to this most odoriferous, unsplendiferous, stenchy corpse that grows out of this table. That I had to make certain was truly, decidedly, terrifically dead before I professed the experiments a success.
What experiments here, doctor?
To see if he was one of us. But when I say us, I mean me, of course. Of course, as I expected, which of course did not alter my straight and narrow guardrail of objectivity, of course, as I expected, it was never human at all. If it doesn't exist, it can't persist. Huzzah! Orderly, take it away.
I forgot a body bag here, doctor.
Stupid! 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 Go get that half a brain! Chop, chop! I shan't remain with the rescues. You've got some major symbiosis dysbiosis here.
Yes, Herr Doctor.
The doctor and the orderly exited. Paul bolts upright on the table, coughing and heaving.
The The trials, tribulations, travails, enduring pleasures of living in a liminal body.
Scene 10. A few beats later, there is knocking and heaving. The mitochondria pulls Hal off the table and pushes him across the stage. Further use of the Krebs cycle is optional.
Symbiosis, dysbiosis. Symbiosis, dysbiosis. Why, Iona? We were doing just fine until they showed up. Well, maybe all the...
Mitochondria performs a dumb show. Pantomimes the strangulation. The passing out on the train. The defibrillation.
Hey, Dad, look at me.
Mitochondria pantomimes more strangulation.
Get it? Huh? Nothing. Me, oh my, to live or die. Oh dear, why must they make living so problematic? Tal, poor Tal, let's go.
Mitochondria half walks, half flies the semi-conscious Tal to the floor. When they are gone, the orderly enters with the body bag, looks around confused, and exits with the table. Mitochondria and Tal enter.
Is this a hospital or a prison? Have you seen a little girl?
Say hi. Dark hair. With the bucket of blue. Haven't seen her.
You what? I don't believe you. I have to find her.
We have to get out of here. They'll be back soon, looking for us. Listen to us. We know how people are.
The mitochondria begins to juggle again.
What do you know? You think I don't want to get out of here? But I can't leave that little girl. Is this a hospital or a prison? Why won't you answer me?
There's no you, just us. We're you that makes us, see? More broadly speaking, we're the codex for all living beings.
You, anything. I'm tired of your games.
Tal tries to disrupt the mitochondria's juggling by grabbing the bulb out of the air.
All mammals!
What? Give me those.
Tal begins to juggle.
Oh, now you got the hang of it. Mitochondrial DNA, mTND DNA, all beings to matter, the matter of your spirit. Do I dare say so? Do I dare we do? Daring is mourning, and daring is breathing. Oh dear, we're having a little difficulty in the department of oxygenation and decarboxylation. Oh dear, we must remedy this soon. We help make every body matter, in a matter of speaking, in a manner of seeing, from before there is sight to be known.
There was no seeing before sight was known.
In a primordial sea, we saw before sight was known. When we found each other, some bodies, the eyes and your eyes know. Well then, we were known and named. We're all someone's because we are someone's together. The inextricable we. And together, we must go. Have you understood anything? Young Tal once was Avatal.
How do you know that name? Is this a hospital or a prison? Answer me.
You speak of very long ago, approximately.
Now, right now.
That's hard to say. Everything's and everything. You can't keep force confined. Oh dear. The present's so vague. Pervaded by an invaded pest. Come, young Tal, they'll be returning soon fast.
Nothing's what it seems. Why should I go with you?
How not? It's the only way to go.
I hear footsteps. Shh. Voices.
God? What is the meaning of God?
Tal, wait!
Tal enters at a run.
Oh, sugar and suffering and those symbionts. We keep getting away from ourselves. Oh, words simply do not suffice. Oh, me or I to live or die. Onward just a little longer.
Mitochondria enters. Scene 11. Diaspora and clones of peasant women from the late 19th century Eastern Europe. She is hanging wet laundry on a clothesline, occasionally bringing the dripping clothes into a bucket. She hums Bahato Di. Tal enters.
Hello.
Diaspora ceases humming, turns from task, briefly looks at Tal, and returns to laundry, back to him.
Can I help you?
Tal picks up a tattered wedding gown.
Look. What's that smell?
The bride is beautiful, but she is married to another.
Don't you smell it?
I smell nothing. I must be used to it. I've been doing this a long time.
How long?
Very long. Almost as long as memory. It wasn't always like this. There was always a smell, but it's changed. They took an idea and made it real. Yes, it has changed.
It's wet and cold. How can you keep this up?
Running, a joyless running. Foreigners in every land. From what do you run? Later, they expropriated them gently, spirited them away, gathered the people together, put a border around them, fully cleaned. We needed a place to make us a people.
What's in my hands? Hands, what are you holding?
A land without a people, for a people without a land.
These aren't clothes. These can't be just clothes.
Klezmer music with the scene Dila Mahajadi begins to play off stage.
Colonial drag. Someone has to clean the laundry.
Paul continues kicking and gagging, doubling over about to laugh.
Betsy, there's a commotion in the yard.
The weaklings never have the stomach for it.
Diaspora enters. William enters.
Betsy, there's a commotion. Someone in the yard is having a coughing fit.
Bring someone inside, for God's sake.
Okay, come on, kiddo. Easy. There you go. There you go.
William helps Paul up, throws his arm around his shoulders, and walking zestfully, they exit. Scene 12. Bessie enters with a broom and begins sweeping. A beat later, William enters with Tal, walking him in supported on his shoulders as in the prior scene.
How did this urchin get into our yard? Such funny clothes he wears. A little faggle look to it.
Betsy, it's called Edelkeit.
Edelkeit! Where did that ever get us?
Hello. My name is Willy Pinsky. I'm an atheist and a socialist. This is my wife, Bessie. Hey, kiddo. Hey, easy.
While Bessie and William quickly discuss, Tal speaks for air, looks for a way out, and then becomes interested in the conversation. William faces peeling an apple with a paring knife. He makes the skin into a perfect spiral. Bessie periodically speaks.
I thought you'd be longer at the meeting.
I left a bunch of no-nothings.
Who will close up the shop?
Sammy's there with the know-nothings, the good-for-nothing, the champions of our new homeland. That place is a home if you've never been.
Will you print the pamphlet?
You know I'm opposed to it, but I am not the only one.
You should.
I should. I already know what you're going to say. I can still block it. As a syndicate member, it is my right.
Day by day, things grow worse. William, you hear the talk. The pogroms give rise to the ghettos. Blood will be shed. Our blood.
Our blood is in our veins.
Our people's.
Wherever blood is unjustly shed, those are our people, Bessie. This historical homeland for the Jews, behind which your Zionists rally, gather all the Jews in Europe together, they say, and sweep them all away to a foreign land.
It is no foreign land. It is the Holy Land. The land of our foremothers and forefathers, Abraham and Sarah.
And Abraham and Hagar as well. I read the Tanakh, Bessie, and heard my father chant Torah year after year. This is not the old country.
So old. We have been here not yet 40 years, and all of our people left behind in your old country. What of that?
Should I play the game of those that gave us chase? Of Herzl, who called Judaism superstition, fanaticism?
Herzl is long gone.
This Ben-Gurion is worse, much worse. The unorthodox Jews stand against him. The Orthodox Jews stand against him. Appalled by the Africans,
of which you are one.
of which I am one, as you remind me, my Bessie. But in this, I agree with them. There are people there, Bessie, people that we hear nothing about. Somewhere in Palestine stands someone with a broom in her kitchen, arguing with her husband. What of them? And what of us? Shall I lend my support to them who would sell us as sure as there will always be a highest bidder? Or else how do you think we bargain to get this homeland? From all the great men who loved the Jews so much? If they help us, it is to be rid of us. And with the same forces that forced us out of the old country, swept us away like refuse, they will help us to this promised land. No land is promised, my Bessie. Borders are enforced by force. Unity is won through brutality. It is an inescapable calculus. We ran here to escape it. Or have you forgotten in 40 years?
I have forgotten nothing. How could I? To where will our people run then, William, when there is nowhere left to run?
Tall begins to cough and gag and
It seems our discussion upsets our young guest. Bessie, let's not fight.
For God's sake, William, that's not helping. I'll get him some water.
Bessie exits.
Kiddo, this is not good. I've got something to cheer you up.
Leon fishes in his pocket and pulls out a pink balloon. He stretches it, inhales a big gulp of air, and blows it up. He shapes it into a human figure. He pulls a marker out of his pocket and draws a face on a face and long hair.
And the final touch? A little smarter.
Leon pulls a doll dress from his other pocket and puts it on the balloon doll. He hands Tall the doll, Amital, the balloon girl. There is a sudden bang from off stage.
Bessie!
Leon exits at a run. Tall grasps Amital, the balloon girl, in disgust and tries to breathe as he catches his breath. Tall begins to work the Amital balloon girl puppet and performs her dialogue with the kids as if it were a newspaper.
Remember, we raised money to plant trees and raise Palestinian villages. You lied! The charnel ground of people's lives. I cannot hear you! I cannot hear lies! If I am not for myself, who will be for me? And when I am for myself alone, what am I? Too pretty, you! And if not now, when? world worth living in. But you never stood with me. Now I've found others who will stand, shoulder to shoulder. You can't stop me from wanting and loving. No power can stop that. What life is an ethical life? Dreamer! You live on the tube of dreams. Tell that to the dead, you. Tell that to the slaughtered women in the pogroms who screamed watching their children burn. Tell them that were forcibly sterilized. Tell them to die. Now remember her, your childhood friend. Remember her uncle who died in infant in Auschwitz 5 days before liberation. Tell her. She'll no longer talk to you because of your convictions. One after the other, every year since you left home, a new craziness overtakes you like a fever. I should never have let you go to that Berkeley, that San Francisco. I'd tear my clothes to you if I had hands. Well, it's like you don't then, Mother.
Tal drops the doll, kicks it away, and pushes to stomp it. He stops with his foot in midair. Bessie enters, staggering with a glass of water. Leon enters behind her. Bessie collapses, water spills.
Bessie! My Bessie!
In the sleep of straw, in the steeple, my straw-covered body, my body of straw, the rats crawl. Oh God, this body, my face, my breasts, the mound of my pubis, the rats and their shit. Better than the claws of pogrom. Rape comes like rain. We stank like herring all the long voyage, ceased our stowaways. We went wee all the way to our new homeland. You can't choke the thirst for freedom. The thirst for freedom never dies.
Bessie collapses and is still.
Bessie! My God! Damn you! Bessie, no, my Bessie! My Bessie! A blood breaks. All the rest of it. Wow, all the way home. Bessie, I will print the pamphlet. I will print it. Bessie. My Bessie! Get out of here! You bring death to this house.
But I am your great-grandson. Let me chant cottage.
You don't count for a million. I said, get out!
Tal exits at a run. The orderly enters and drives Bessie off the stage. Leon tears his clothes and exits after them with his head down, weeping silently. Scene 13. The orderly enters, pushing the medical exam table.
Oh good, there you are. Your doctor will be pleased.
The orderly yanks a semi-conscious Tal off the floor, puts him on the table, strips him into his underwear, puts a hospital gown on him, and exits. After a few weeks, he returns carrying her hair as a young girl, also in a gown, who is awake and holding the bucket in her hand with a balloon elephant inside.
I've been looking for you. What is your name?
Amina.
Mine is Tal. I have had other names, but Tal is my truest name.
I have been called other names. Do not as many as Amina. That is my true name. This is Mary.
Hello, Amina. Hello, Memory. I'm gonna try and bust us out of here. How about that?
Tal tries to open the door. It is locked. He throws himself against it. It does not budge.
There's a way in and there's a way out. We'll find it, Amina. Don't worry. In the meantime, would Memory like to hear a story?
Tal rummages in a drawer.
Okay, let's see what we got here. No.
There are several exam clubs. Changes his mind and puts a handful in his pocket. He finds a digital thermometer and throws it.
Boring. No.
Throws a tongue depressor.
Be gone, useless medical ephemera.
Finds a tube of KY jelly, which he pockets.
Oh, presto, perfect.
Tal finds some balloons. He stretches a balloon or a rainbow one, takes a big gulp of air, then another, and blows up the balloon, and folds the balloon into a figure, takes a marker out of his pocket and draws on a face. He then rips a hospital gown and uses a small piece of cloth to make a cape, which he ties to the puppet. The world's tiniest transsexual. He prepares the young girl laughs and laughs delightedly.
World's tiniest, oh, not that one. This is Nina. And this is Memory here. Okay, do you want to hear this story?
Oh, yes.
The world's tiniest transsexual can get a little bit fresh, sometimes quite testy. I hope your parents won't be angry.
I just need to return home on time.
You will. Let's begin.
Scene 13. No, sorry.
Let's begin.
Moved off of the show. Young girls relax and class throughout.
Scene 1. The world's tiniest transsexual makes the tiniest introduction. The world's tiniest transsexual finally speaks. The world's tiniest transsexual. The world's tiniest transsexual. The world's tiniest transsexual finally speaks. The world's tiniest transsexual receives the world's tiniest dagger. The world's tiniest dagger has their eyes. The world's tiniest transsexual is only tiny in disguise. The world's tiniest transsexual was born of a walnut, Zeus's left nut, and Pallas Athena's thighs. Are you sure, Amina, there's some bad words? The world's tiniest transsexual. The world's tiniest transsexual. The world's tiniest transsexual. That's right. The world's tiniest transsexual. The world's tiniest transsexual. The world's tiniest transsexual. Now does it give you a fright? The world's tiniest transsexual receives the world's tiniest dagger to make you see the light. The world's tiniest transsexual has small bark, big bite. The world's tiniest transsexual. The world's tiniest transsexual. The world's tiniest to all the binaries you hold tight. Not from up, not from down. Damn things from all around. Rising up from the ashes of your fantasies. Hold tight. The world's tiniest is taking residence in your dreams. Outside of your putrid schemes and propagandized falsities. Out of asylums, out of pop film prisons, and your real life jails too.
Paul making fun of sacrifice, pulls an exam glove out of his pocket, blows it up, draws on a face, rummages again in a drawer, finds a stethoscope and holds it around, and the doctor is doing something next.
And I pontificate proudly on the thingification of things. And God created. And God created. And God created. And God created. Repeat. And God created. And God created. And God then rested. But God never created the likes of you. The world's tiniest transsexual says, unhand me, you fiend. Unhand me from your riffraff pseudo-medical ideologies. I won't be demeaned. Don't choke my light. Don't choke my right. Or so help me gods and goddesses of your choosing, I will cut you down. With the world's tiniest dagger. The world's tiniest dagger. The world's tiniest dagger wielded by the world's tiniest hands. Or with it I could crochet you a tent big enough. Crochet you a tent big enough. Crochet you a tent big enough to hold all of humanity's dreams. Instead,
Tom and Max are punching Judy fighting, and the world's tiniest transsexual police puppet successfully fends off the doctor, who runs screaming and cowering to the drawer which House lands on. The world's tiniest transsexual balloon puppet bows and curtsies.
thank you. Scene 2. How the world's tiniest transsexual was born did. They weren't raised, oh no, they just grew. The world's tiniest transsexual. The world's tiniest transsexual. The world's tiniest transsexual finally gets their own creation bit. No more crazy leers. simulacra of your fears, and stuff of tears for years and years, the world's teeny tiniest transsexual finally gets their own creation myth. So paramedics and doctors won't let us die on the streets and tables. First, Zeus was born of the world of forms and togas. Don't ask me how. Methinks Kronos or some shit. Zeus was born with 75 godzillion million trillion trinity infinity nuts, aka testicles. Amina, cover your ears. Because every time he'd rape a woman, he'd bust one. So that deity need a whole lot of nuts. So one day after he got done raping this last or that one, their names too numerous to remember, Hypatia or Leda or some other name, why aren't they called Zeusos? Zeus said, "Oh, the world's tiniest dagger just come out of my left nut." So then he says, "Okay, time to fuck old gray-eyes Athena." And Athena said, "Fuck, no fuck." And the cum run down her thigh. Thus, the world's tiniest transsexual was born in. And all the rest of the history is bone buried bones. And she said, "Fuck, no fuck." And that cum come down her thigh. And all the great distance from death, Jean Genet says, "Ha, ha, 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 hoo, 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 hoo." Shut up, you! Thus, the world's first transsexual, the world's teeny, tiny, meeny, tiniest transsexual. Thus, the world's first transsexual was born dead. The first transsexual was born dead. The first transsexual was born dead. The first transsexual was born dead. Although they were born dead all over the world, dead in all corners for all time. What?
The doctor and the orderly enter. The doctor pulls a pair of forceps and he's snapping like college time.
If you don't exist, you can't touch this. Tick tock, clock, oh clock. Hurry up. It's time.
The doctor gives the orderly the forceps. He goes to the drawer, finds the doctor balloon puppet, which he drops on the floor and stomps on it, and it pops. He snaps on the exam gloves.
Come, child. Time for your treatment.
No!
Chop, chop.
Don't touch her, you monster!
Orderly, a little help here.
The orderly restrains Paul, who struggles to get free while the doctor picks up some hair of the young girl. She tries to grab her bucket with the elephant balloon, but she fails to grab it, and they both fall to the floor.
What is this joke?
The doctor kicks the bucket and stomps on the elephant balloon until it pops. The doctor exits with Suhair and the young girl in his arms.
Don't worry. You're next. Abomination.
Amina! Amina! I promised I'd help her get home on time.
Oh, she'll get home all right. You won't have too much time to worry. You heard her, Doctor. You're next! You...
The orderly exits. Scene 14. A tent. Suhair enters with a backpack.
Suhair! Where's Amina? Have you seen her?
I haven't seen her, but I haven't looked.
What am I wearing? Have you seen my clothes? Where are my... Wait. This is the tent where your mother dies.
Someone else's mother.
I'd forgotten, but I remember now. We're camping, the spring break of our freshman year. We just met.
Mothers. It was so many someones that died. Children, fathers, women, two spirits, young and old, a people, a nation. The inescapable calculus.
Enter Diaspora with Tal's backpack.
I can't remember their names. Where are my clothes? I can't remember. Suhair, help me find them.
Forgetting makes it all possible.
It's never as simple as forgetting.
Diaspora finds an empty but for his Sophia, the world's tiniest transsexual puppet, and the deflated memory.
Where are you? Herr Doctor destroyed memory.
It's never as simple as forgetting. Washa, the people of the lake,
Lake Tahoe?
Da'oga,
Sounds better.
its first name,
It's truer name?
closer to the truth. Only the lake knows its true name.
And the people?
Spirited away, double-crossed, God-tricked, crushed inside man-made borders. Not gone, out of sight.
Have we all been constituted by lies? Lies invade my every cell.
He pulls up a hospital gown.
Why am I wearing this? Where are my clothes?
In them and off them. Always ready, ready-made. Convenient. Near vanquishing.
I hear horses. Do you hear horses?
I hear my blood beginning to boil. Every cell searing.
Once I dreamed travel. My family in a covered wagon. Hoof rhythms against stone lulled a lullaby against the heat. Once I dreamed dust. Dust in my eyes, sky, staccato horse hooves, dust. We stop at dusk. In darkness, I hear in the voice of this dream's echo riders on horseback, scouts. In my skin of a pale young boy died long ago or never born, I sneak away, sleuth them. I do not know their words, but somehow I say, take me with you. Take me with you so I can be reborn, away from this. A rider with long hair seems to understand. Maybe he sees bruises on my skin, but how? It's night dark. My body must tell the story. Long his hair whips against my face through the long of the night. I weep, long his hair dances on the slick skin. They are not tears of sadness. Have you heard these stories, Suhet? During pioneer raids, some settler children would sneak away from their families, not be taken, go, cross sides, choose a new family, and they would be accepted, loved, or hated like everyone else. You couldn't do that now. You can't just cross all the borders, the very many borders. It's all too, well, the taking's gone on for so long now. It's the only newness, veracity which eats up all possibility, all hope enclosed.
Hope is my first battlefield.
This skin will always be a barrier, a border, my vision limited. It marks me, tall the tyrant. History's made it to mark, the not quite man, the fake, unreal Jew. My true name is Dew, a little drop of dew between day and night. You can only see me at dusk. I'm the double bind, foot in both worlds, no world, many-worlded liminal space.
Edge of diaspora.
This is where we meet.
I'm trying to speak, but words won't let me.
I'm trying to undo that which cannot be undone. What language did to me? Words undone, words anew. Men gave me words, drawing green lines, siege, bomb. They took an idea and made it real, remaking the words into checkpoints and partition walls. All walls wail now. Words can't bring back the dead, but they can bury them deep. Who will live? And who will die?
Who will live and who will die? Who will count as knowable?
Whose body matters? Whose world will be real?
I can't speak, but I can't stay silent.
I can't speak, but I can't be silenced.
A silent battle rages in my every cell.
Here we stand, gripped and free.
Is that the sun which rises over Da'oga?
Should we have it be a new day? not yet risen.
Yes. I see dawn's echo in the voice of the lake. It looks so vast when you're so small. How can they make the possible appear so small? So vast.
Here we stand, gripped and freed.
Dew rises at dawn, coheres on every blade of grass. With our eyes, we see what others overlook. Tal, don't let them lay siege to even your dreams.
What are you asking of me, Suhair?
I ask for nothing. It asks. For a kind of strength you didn't know you had. It?
Suhair gestures toward the horizon, takes Tal's hand, and they stand quietly looking out for a few weeks.
If you will it, it's no dream.
Free Palestine and the occupation.
You fucking fivers? Flimsy fivers? Do more. Do something. Some 1 teaspoon shovel-sized thing. Some small tzedek. One little idea. Make it real in time.
Scene 15. Mitochondria enters at a run. We're on the press cycle. Henry Paul's clothes.
Oh, good. There you are, Tal. You're very hard to find. It's as if you could make yourself invisible. Hurry up. Please, it's time. Truly, truly time, Tal. The timeliest time. Get dressed.
Thank God, my clothes. Someone's always trying to get me into some kind of gown. Wait, where are my jeans? This is a suit with a tie.
A nice tie it is. Put it on. Chop, chop.
I never wear suits, but I had to wear a suit to the protest. I wonder, did I go to the protest? My idea, by the way, to get in by going stealth, to pass as someone who, would normally wear a suit. Like, someone respectable, someone
Tall.
someone a mother could love.
Yes, yes, tall bud.
The last time she spoke to me, she told me to enjoy my new friends. They'll stab you in the back the minute you're not looking. You should really get to choose your family. She met Suhair. She's like my sister. She's my family now.
'Tis true, 'tis truly true. You are most and no symbiotico, but
My mother also said that the next time I come to visit, there's a good doctor they'd like me to see. That perhaps I'd even stay for a few days in the center where he works. Does she think she birthed an idiot? Like I'm going to give myself up to get institutionalized. And I'm the one with the problem. My family can't even see me anymore. It's like I'm invisible. Like I'm going. All suited up. How do I look?
ready?
For what?
Here.
Klezmer music begins to play on stage.
I don't hear it. What calls?
Hear us. There's not much time, Tal. Tick-tock. Now o'clock. We're on oxygen time. Methylation station time. Last call for the sip of dew.
Would you? I'm finally getting somewhere.
Tal, no time till nowhere. Fast.
Quit soloing me. No one listens to me. No one ever hears. What do you want from me?
Life. To live. We are not life's exiles yet.
Do I dream yet? Do I dare? It is far better to believe that I was never loved at all. For if this is love, this fearsome farce, then what hope is there? No, better to be unloved and go on searching for. If this is freedom, far better to see, to feel that I've never been free, and others, yet flesh of my flesh, far less free than me. And if I vanquish no hope, or it vanquishes me, at least I play the game, fully knowing it takes blood and sweat to embody the possible with flesh. To dream a dream not yet dreamed, somebodies like me usually die at the end. Unpossum? Impossible?
Tal, we only get this body once.
Break new ground.
Klezmer music breaks on stage. The mitochondria puts on a clip-on necktie and becomes the waiter. She puts up the Free Palestine banner as a man enters.
You
Why
monster!
can't we just talk? Why can't we?
I can't get over there. I can't. Stop! Stop! What are you doing? Are you crazy?
Is that the cops? Is that
The police enters with a bunch of balloons.
The front desk told me this is the right place.
Does this look like the right place?
The delivery person gets startled and lets go of the balloon, which floats by Tall. It seems to wake him up. Tall stomps on a man's foot like a
the cops are here?
Fuck, I'm in the wrong place.
A waiter picks up Tall, who's coughing and trying to catch his breath. Simultaneously, a delivery person exits by walking backwards as before.
Come on, little man.
Dude, you're arresting the wrong people.
That's
the
what
hell?
I'm saying.
The waiter carries Tall off stage, but Tall gets away and runs. The waiter makes chase. There's a call for the waiter off stage and he exits. Tall and the man approach one another and turn in synchronicity to face each other. It is not a conversation, rather a duet or a face-off.
I walked up, walked away. After the police walked them out.
The police put us in the paddy wagon.
Those meddlers.
Just 10 of us and our banner.
My hands trembling.
They used the plastic cuffs on our hands.
My God. Whose hands are these?
Still trembled.
Trembling.
I was bruised where his hands held me.
Whose hands did I clap like thunder around the neck? Whose hands? These hands that put the keys in the car ignition? Diaper my daughter?
Marcus's kisses hurt against my throat.
Caress Rebecca after I turn out the lights? I was the one who turned out the lights. The event ruined. I could kill that monster. Nobody died today.
Somewhere, somebody's died today. We just failed to see. Today, it wasn't me.
Next year, there'll be another Israeli Independence Day celebration. Those meddlers were cited and released. I walked
I walked out of the station. Walked
away.
A man exits. Suhair enters and sits at a cafe table. After a beat, Tall joins him.
How's your neck? Still bruised?
I just stood there. Another day of unheroic conduct.
I heard you stomped him pretty good.
If you drive home in a Mercedes, strangulation doesn't even count for a charge. He walked away, we walked away. You would have been there. It feels like the world's tiniest victory.
No one remakes the world in one day. Our message was heard.
If air still issuing forth from my lungs makes speech. If the power of speaking is measured by the efforts to silence it.
My cousins in Gaza heard about our protest.
I wonder if the force of speaking has a power which transcends just one voice. If speech is carried by the freedom which truth brings, even brief, all the way to Gaza. I breathe. I have spoken. We have spoken.
End of play.
We're going to take about a 2-minute break, and then please consider staying and meeting us back here for a short conversation to help inform Mordecai as he continues to rewrite the play. Thank you so much for coming.